everybody, welcome back to the Tiny Human Handbook. My name's Ellen, and today we're starting a new video series. And throughout this series, we are going to be taking each video as a different developmental block. So today we are focusing in on keeping gifts practical for 0 and 1 month olds. In the next video, we'll talk about 2 months. So we're starting with the youngest and we'll work our way up. Make sure you're subscribed so that you can get informed about each of those milestones as they come. Starting off with the 0 and 1 month old age, addressing the fact that they must be the hardest people to get gifts for. What could a tiny little newborn who can barely see more than a foot in front of them, what could they possibly want? Of course, you're here because you want to find a great gift for them that can show your love and appreciation and say, welcome to the world, this big, vast world that's so much more open than the space you were before. Of course, it's important here to keep gifts for this age range practical. Babies bring so many items with them, which is kind of surprising. When I first became pregnant, as a minimalist parent, I am going to keep the baby things to a minimum to get what we need and no more than that. It can be a lot more. So with the diapers and all of the gifts, stuffed animals and blankets and all of the cute little outfits. And that's another thing. I was lucky to find out we were having a boy because I've heard with baby girls, you're gonna get an influx of clothing. Boys, maybe it's a little bit easier to keep their clothes practical. I don't know. So you're gonna give them something practical. And I'll talk about what my favorite gifts were that I received at this time too. So here's how I do it. So thinking about gifts and things that a newborn needs, we're going to go through a little bit of an exercise. We're putting ourselves in the mindset of being 1 month old. You can barely see, smells are super overwhelming, sounds are much louder than they were before. They were a bit muffled when you were in the womb, but now here they are, big and loud. You have a vast expansive area around you. You're not used to being not touched. You were always touched when you're in the womb. Keep that in mind and think about the gift that you're giving. Are you going to be able to interact with a stuffed animal? The most important thing to a baby, other than being fed and getting their sleep, is the touch of their parent. The thing that's going to help calm them down, at least for most babies, is going to be being held tight, close to their mother, hearing the heartbeat, the breath, a relaxed environment. That's going to be the most important thing to you. What can you give to the baby that's going to help the mom spend more time cuddling and holding and rocking the baby? My favorite thing that I received was a big dish of stuffed shells, and that gave me more time to sit with my new baby. Lunches, snacks, dinners, cook or get them delivered. That's a really wonderful gift for the baby because that gift is going to enable the baby to be held by their mom or their parent. Going along with that, you've got gift cards to help the parent be able to stay home and cuddle and relax with their newborn. I wasn't sure the different things that we needed. I was definitely not going to go out to the store to buy any of those things. Having things shipped to the house and being able to choose those things for myself was important. So when we got home from the hospital, the number one thing Helen was wearing was little baby nightgowns. And I wouldn't have anticipated this, but that was the best thing that I wanted him to wear. No snaps, no zippers, nothing like that. So that was my favorite thing. And it's going to be different for each parent what types of clothes they like their baby to wear. So they can pick what's easiest for them, and then your gift card would enable them to get it shipped right to the house. And then we've got finding support. Having a new baby is super isolating. So if there's a way to spend time on a call, if a new mother wants to visit in person, answer a text in the middle of the night. I was up nursing and it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Once I met other people who I knew would also be up at the same time, going to new mom support groups, being able to find those resources for new moms in the early days. Finding support. If you're able to help research local support groups or new moms groups, or just doing some of that research, being able to put together a bottom line up front for different baby items, maybe ask things that they're worried about or things they're considering and be be able to provide a little bit of research. I know I did a lot of research in the early days, and I spent a lot of time and energy worrying and thinking about the same things. If somebody was there to talk me through the car seat decision or just be a listening ear, whatever time of day or time of night, that's a great gift. Ask what they're interested in or what keeps coming up in their mind, and being able to provide an audiobook. I know I didn't read a lot of the really helpful books until my son was much older, and I wish I'd gotten to read them sooner. And another good suggestion, and this is going to be a little bit personal, so it might be tough to get as a gift because different people have different styles. Similar to getting somebody a shirt, because this is something you wear, baby wearing, and a wrap. I've got it in storage mode. A stretchy wrap. This is going to help support them and keep them close to the mother, but I loved having this one, or a baby sling. That's going to be able to keep the baby right near their mother where they love to be, enable the mother to have a hand. But when I'm making this suggestion of a baby wrap, you gotta be careful not to imply that you can wear the baby so now you can do all of the chores and do all of the things. It's not expected to be up and moving and running around at the same time. So to summarize, final thoughts, keeping gifts practical for 0 and 1 month olds is super important to keep the parents happy. Parents, of course, you've got a lot of things in your house already. First suggestion, of course, is the food or catering or whatever. That is the best gift, thinking about the baby and what they would want. They do want to be held close and held tight and close to that familiar heartbeat that they remember. I encourage you to really prioritize that bonding and familiar touch with your gift. What might be going through the mind of a new mother? If this video was helpful, or if you want some more ideas and you're somebody who's planning even further ahead, check out the next video on the next age range. Like the video, leave a comment down below if this was helpful to you, or if you've received a favorite gift. What was your favorite gift that you received when you just had a newborn baby? Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.